Hey, Kevin here. Hope you're enjoying the episode.
Hey, who are you talking to, Kevin?
Listeners of our shows, I also want to let them know that if they're enjoying what we've been doing, they can support us on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Were you going to tell them about the early episodes? Also, Patreon-exclusive episodes that can be found there, too?
Well, yeah, I was going to do the...
yeah, and then there's the other cool stuff, including art, merch for subscribers, like tote bags, hoodies, shirts, mugs.
Yeah, and...
Can you believe people could support us for only $5 a month? You're definitely going to mention that, too, right?
I was. Support Supernatural Selection and The Distraction Hole on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Visit patreon.supernaturalselectionpod.com to learn more and get started today.
I'm recording.
Wow. God damn it, David. You cursed me, you son of a bitch. Oh, God damn it.
What a bad night to have a non-working mute switch.
What a terrible night to have a cough. Hello, and welcome to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin. With me this week are Mike the Coughing Skeptic. Mike, how are you?
I'm fine. I don't know what this coughing thing's about.
I don't know. Listening to you nearly choke to death all day has been a thing. So
I haven't been choking. I've been expelling phlegm from my larynx.
You and your phlegm. And we
Man, now I'm making myself cough because I did the fake coughing. Fuck.
Fuck you.
That's commitment to the bit.
Speaking of bits, here's Mr. David Davis. David, how are you?
Not too bad. Given that I read the script today, that's why I have alcohol with me, because this one's particularly juicy in its dumb element.
You know, any time we do an episode and the source material has Grand Unified Theory in the title, we're kind of fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we get started, once again, just want to plug, David is currently, if you go to hpcomics.com, I want to get these out up front this week. If you go to hpcomics.com, that's HPKOMICS, correct?
Yep.
.com, you can find his currently updating stories, Fang of Tristeria and The Dead Life. I am caught up on Fang of Tristeria. It is really a good read. I'm enjoying it. And if you head to royalroad.com, you can search for... .com, and you can search for either, well, my stuff is there. You can search for The Errant Apprentice, or if you go to the author search, just look for Kevin Heyman. You can read all 8 chapters currently available, and it updates on Fridays with a new chapter each Friday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, now that we've got the plugs out of the way up early...
That way people, if they quit the episode, they still hear them.
Yep, you're fucked. You heard them. You can't do anything about it. I got in your fucking ear holes.
You heard it. You can't unhear it.
That's right. So this week, we're diving into a subject that I mentioned way back in Things That Are Not. You may remember that as the episode where Mike and I drank, and I talked about shit I don't believe in, and Mike took my position of, well, here's why it's true. Which, I kind of feel like we should do that again sometime.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to talk about the sunken island nation of Atlantis in The Real Housewives of Atlantis. So, quick shout out to Perry from work for the title of this episode. I mean, how in the hell could I pass up that pun?
Are these fishwives?
Maybe.
Fishwives' tales?
Yes.
Now, I'm already annoyed that you got to use the dive pun before I could.
Hey, I'm writing the episode,
You're stepping on
man.
my fucking toes, dude.
Dude, I wrote it.
You have me here for a reason.
Yes. Yes, I do. And you will have plenty of opportunity. And the other reason I have you here is to fucking suffer. So, We're not going to talk about its impact on pop culture since we just did a 3-hour-long episode of The Distraction Hole.
Too many hot dogs.
Oh.
An upsetting amount of hot dogs.
Indeed. Me and Mike had hot dogs earlier, too, so...
Yes, they were an upsetting amount. It was a normal, relative amount.
It was a setting amount.
Okay, what is normal? What is a normal amount of hot dogs? Let's quantify this.
Averaged out to 2 each if they were divided equally.
Well, I had 3 and Kevin had 1.
Yes.
That's the fucking statement. Average to 2 each if divided equal.
But that's brilliant because you could like eat anything and, include people that didn't eat it, and it sounds normal. Like, I didn't eat that whole cake by myself. I averaged it out with like 5 other people.
Well, also, it's neat because it's like it doesn't make Mike sound like he ate 3 fucking hot dogs. So...
That was dinner. I mean,
yeah, that's fair.
One hot dog's not enough for dinner. 2 is borderline. 3 is a meal.
It's not like I haven't done that. So,
it also depends if they're like Costco hot dogs.
Well, they were Nathan's, but they were bought at Costco, but they were
Nathan's Costco hot dogs.
Bun length. They weren't the little shorties. They were the bun length at least.
Yeah,
they weren't the fatties though. They were just kind of normal girth.
Wow, what show is this?
Hot dog talk. Just swap. We're flipping over, change genres. Just hot dog talk. Kevin, how are the hot dogs in Atlantis?
Our show is the Glizzy Cast. I hate that. So,
Glizzy Goss.
I think as far as pop culture goes, I think we all know about Aquaman, Namor, and that Disney movie Mike Mignola did the designs for.
First of all, put some respect on Atlantis: The Lost Empire. It has Michael J. Fox and Leonard Nimoy.
You know what?
Very much.
Actually, the voice cast on that movie is fucking amazing. And
It's honestly one of the best 2000s era Disney animated films.
Honestly,
no argument.
Honestly, it's the best ripoff of Nadia of Blue Water I can think of.
It is.
Yeah. That's fair.
Also, if you watch the movie and Joss Whedon wrote it, and you're sitting there going, "Oh yeah, this is him trying to figure out Firefly."
Yeah.
Everything he wrote prior to Firefly is him trying to figure out Firefly.
You know what the bad thing about the Atlantis animated movie is?
What's that?
Not enough hot dogs.
I was going to say, what the good thing about it is? No musical numbers. That's impressive for a Disney film.
Yeah, it had fucking Jim Varney in it, too.
Oh, God, he was the Cookie. God, I love that man. Cookie's gonna die the way he lived. Sorry.
Eating hot dogs.
God damn it. Okay, so I'm going to forego talking about the sources this week, and I'll try to bring them up as we go with some links in the doc. Now, and also there's my usual caveat of I have been reading about this shit since I was a child, so some of this is just ingrained knowledge. Now, before we get started, what comes to your minds when I mention Atlantis?
So, for me, it's about 50-50 Aquaman stuff and that one episode of Futurama, which I know isn't about Atlantis, but it's about Atlanta.
Close enough.
Yeah.
The sub-aquatic city of Atlanta. I go there every year, or some years.
Yeah, for Dragon Con. Aqua Dragon Con. But
the Serpent Con.
Yeah. Trying to think what a water dragon would be. Kraken Con. There
serpent.
You go.
I mean, you're in the...
It's not really the same, but...
No, a Kraken's an octopus.
Yeah, no, but it's still a mythical sea creature that's large.
Yeah, so is a fucking sea serpent, and that's closer to a dragon.
Oh my God, you guys. Jesus, just fuck already.
I think Kraken Con rolls off the tongue better.
It
better than Sea Serpent Con.
Yeah. What about Sigmund Con? Sigmund the Sea Serpent? Well, never mind. Forget it. Cecil. It was Cecil the Sea Serpent.
Siren Con.
Ooh, there we go. Anyway, we're going to go over 2 major versions of the sunken state. We're going to talk about Plato's Atlantis and then the modern vision of Atlantis. So let's go ahead and get started with the historical Atlantis, shall we? Now, unlike...
I'll allow it.
Goddamn right you will. It's my show this week.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. As long as you know it.
Yep. Unlike some of the weird shit we talk about on this show, Atlantis has a basis in history. in that it was made up in ancient times.
Very tenuous basis,
Yes.
but
It is a story of hubris, gods, and how fucking awesome republics are, and it was written by Plato.
And as you know, when you have Plato, anything goes.
Well, you know, I guess anything that comes out of him is the Plato Fun Factory.
Oh, God.
Thank you. I'll see myself out.
everyone referred
Now-
to him as their
Why is it shaped like a
Plato.
cube?
Why is my poo star-shaped? Anyway, Plato was one of the pillars of modern philosophy and thought. We're not going to go deep into this, of course, but just quick background.
That Fun Factory is exit only.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, he lived in ancient...
Actually, no, it wasn't. Sorry.
Wow. Wow. He lived in ancient Greece and lived from around 228 BCE to around 347 BCE. I apologize for the non-specific dates, but I couldn't find the birth certificate. Plato was the student of... hang on, let me get this right. Plato was the student of Socrates...
Socrates.
and the teacher of Aristotle, and founded the Platonic Academy.
They were just friends.
Was Aristotle a beggar for the bottle?
Hobbes was fond of his dram. Anyway, it's no stretch to say that Plato may have been one of the most important thinkers in human history. Like, his allegory of the people in the cave is still quoted today, particularly by simulation theory proponents.
And it is also the bane of college students everywhere.
Is it?
Yeah, no, I can't tell you how many times I see an instructor assigning the allegory of the cave.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that allegory, it teaches the idea that all we see in the world is merely shadows of something greater behind us that we can't see, know, or understand. It's a very interesting idea.
Conspiracy.
Indeed. Yeah, it turns out the people making the shadows, it's lizards. It's just
Lacerta was there.
Lacerta on the rocks. Anyway, Plato wrote...
That sounds like that episode of Star Trek. It's like a metaphor, a Darmok, you know.
Lacerta on the rocks.
Lacerta on the rocks.
God.
Sounds like a drink.
It does. A Lacerta. I'll take a Lacerta on the rocks, sir.
Little snake venom.
Heavy on the Baileys.
Aperol, Midori, and vodka.
Mike,
Huh.
I think you may have invented something.
I mean, there's probably a drink already that's made that way, but
Yeah, okay, well, everybody out there, if you're into the drinking thing, there's your Lacerta on the rocks.
it's a classic 3-2-1 mixture.
Yeah, as in you count down 3, 2, 1, you're on the floor. Gotcha. So, back to the script. Plato wrote many books that have managed to survive to the present day, which is great. It's also a little shocking when you think about, holy fuck, this is like 2,300 years ago, and we still have his writings. Three of his most famous works are The Republic, in which he discusses the ideas of a society in a just state. Wouldn't know what that's like. Crito, which is a dialogue between two characters, one of which is being put to death, but he argues that it is a just death because he owes the state his life and livelihood. And Timaeus, which is in part a discussion of the nature of the soul, man, and the universe.
I'm a soul man.
The reason I bring up these three in particular is because they're going to form the basis of the Atlantis myth as we know it.
It's like Voltron.
Is it?
It's a philosophical Voltron.
I kind of like that idea. How do you say I'll form the head in Greek, I wonder? Anyway, the story of Atlantis revolves around an island empire, quote, beyond the Pillars of Hercules, or the Straits of Gibraltar, as we would know them today. The island and empire of Atlantis, or the land of Atlas, was a mighty sea power and favored by the gods. They used this might to conquer much of the known world, including Europe and Libya, which Libya is, at that point, a portion of the continent, not just a country.
Mm-hmm.
Now, their downfall occurred when they attempted to conquer a fictionalized version of Athens. This had two effects. First, Athens stomped their asses because they had Poseidon on their side. Second, they lost favor with the gods for their attack on the most holy city.
Athens do be built different.
Yeah, kind of is.
Yeah.
As divine retribution for an empire daring to attack a republic, Poseidon sank the entire island of Atlantis in a night and a day. Now, most of Plato's work is meant to make you think or consider an idea. Well, how about this one?
Well, I have some thoughts, but I do want to know what you had in mind first, because I made that joke earlier about 50-50 Aquaman and Futurama, but much like you, I have been fascinated by Atlantis my entire life, and I've read a bunch of stuff, so I've got theories.
Okay. Well, Plato's Atlantis is a lesson. It was written to show the wages of an unjust empire are death, especially when pitted against a republic as awesome as Athens.
Athens rules!
Yes. Athens high school football rules!
Sparta sucks!
It is a lesson against hubris on a macro scale. I also see it as a fanfic of his own writing. This is a story written to drive home the points and ideas laid out in the Republic. And I guess that kind of means we can blame Plato for fanfiction.net.
Bro wrote a historical epic just to back up his argument.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Lenora earlier today. I was like, dude, motherfucker wrote the Republic and then wrote a fanfiction about the Republic.
Now, Mike, question for you.
Sure.
Have you ever had a general interest in Atlantis as just a mythical thing, or do you just not?
I've wondered if it was real or is it just, bullshit, but I've never caught my imagination.
Okay. It never became an obsession.
No.
No. It's just one of those, it's a neat thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Now, before we go into what I have scripted on Plato's sources, I want to point out that he claims that he got the information from a dude that got the information from a priest in Egypt that got the information from tablets stored in his temple of events that happened 9,000 years prior to 200 years prior to Aristotle. So, what we have here is essentially I tipped a Muslim waiter and he told me not to drink Coke after tomorrow. Okay? Mm-hmm. So this is a chain letter. And it's one of those things where it's of course you're going to do that. Except today, instead of a friend of a friend of a friend, it'd be my best friend told me that this happened to him. No, you cut out 19 steps.
My friend El Bashir sent me a copper tablet. It was the wrong quantity of copper, but each one had a message on it about the future.
Damn you, Nasir! Now, just because this is an allegory doesn't mean there aren't some historical facts that Plato may have drew from. Mm-hmm. There are numerous theories involving natural disasters being the source of this, like the eruption of Thera and various invasions from antiquity. The one that I find the most fascinating, though, is the invasion being based on the Sea Peoples. Have you guys ever heard of this?
Bits and pieces, or should I say flotsam and jetsam?
Oh, the sea. And you were complaining about not getting puns.
You mean George
If nautical
Jetson?
nonsense is something you wish.
That was terrible, both of you. Anyway, for the listeners, the Sea Peoples are a unknown naval power that invaded Egypt and the Mediterranean in or around 1200 BCE. They may have also contributed to the Bronze Age collapse. It was devastating. There was a lot going on in the Mediterranean and that general area at the time. You know, like economies were collapsing, there was a famine, and then suddenly these just mysterious strangers just erupt from the sea, slaughtering people, and just sounds like Vikings almost.
Just sounds like Wakanda forever.
Yeah, no shit, colonizers. Anyway, I find the Sea Peoples thing fascinating because for a long time we had no idea who these motherfuckers were. There are currently accepted theories, but I don't know that we actually have anything solid. We do have multiple accounts from all around the Mediterranean around the same time of this shit happening, though. It's kind of a thing that drives home the idea of doing a history podcast for us.
Well, I mean, I think the mystery of the Sea Peoples also fits the profile of Supernet enough to just be an episode.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, there's all these different theories. We can look at them. Just like when we did the Voynich manuscript, we looked at, like, different theories of what it was.
Right.
I think we came up with a good answer for that one.
Yeah, and also, you know, if we got to stretch it, we can always just say there were ghost pirates.
Arr.
Yar. So what we have covered with Plato is literally the only actual reference to Atlantis in all of antiquity. There are no discovered tablets. There's no pyramid with a power crystal underwater near the Bahamas. There's no partially deciphered tablets on Easter Island detailing their lost island empire home. All there is Plato being an Athens stan and giving us the classical version of Don't Mess with Texas.
Plato with a big-ass belt buckle.
Just him with
Keeps his toga up.
beer from a horse's. Anyway, so at this point, you guys are probably thinking about all this and asking yourselves, well, where are the crystals?
Yeah.
Where's the lasers?
Where are they?
We haven't heard any bookstore racism yet.
Yo, where's the racism?
Kevin, where do?
Where do indeed?
Well, you know what, Mike, David? I'm glad you asked these things mentally because I am jumping in there right the fuck now.
Oh, boy.
I articulated it out loud.
You did, and I appreciate that. Now, you see, Atlantis was barely a blip in Plato's large body of work, but it's a fascinating little story thrown in there. This led later thinkers and authors to point to Atlantis and use it as an example and a metaphor of a utopia. And that's more or less where it stayed until Ignatius L. Donnelly got a hold of the idea.
Never trust a man with the name Ignatius.
Oh, shit.
Also, like, a lot of this is like Gulliver's Travels, you know, allegorical adventures to strange places, representing the worldview of the author. But, like, we didn't really have a sense of satire as it was. Not necessarily, it wasn't really widely understood or refined up until the time Jonathan Swift finally, like, wrote about, like, Lilliput and everything like that.
And Jonathan Swift, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he also write A Modest Proposal?
Yes, Eat the Babies.
What a fucking catty bitch.
It's so good. It's so good.
I mean, like, everything he did was basically a middle finger to society. How awesome.
Like, look, yeah, I mean, because we had satire to a degree, but it wasn't really like...
Yeah.
It wasn't really a thing. I think he's like the codifier of that in a lot of ways.
I agree. Again, we need a history podcast at some point. But I love the fact that Ignatius L. Donnelly is still known because, like, Tobias in our Discord was like, oh, not that motherfucker. It's like, dude, I know you. I've known you since you were a child. How the hell do you know this guy? Anyway, let's talk about his book and him. His book being Atlantis, the Antediluvian World.
What does he have against Diluvians?
I don't know. Are they a Doctor Who villain? Sorry, that was terrible.
That was a terrible verbal pun, too.
It really was. Donnelly lived from 1831 to 1901. He was a congressman, a populist, and a fucking whack job conspiracy theorist.
Oof.
Some of the things he wrote about and probably ruined dinners with were catastrophism, the belief that a giant impact affected ancient civilizations, Bacon writing Shakespeare. Everybody remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Atlantis. And Donnelly wrote the first real modern book on the subject as a reality.
Now, it sounds a lot like he'd fit into today's Congress, am I right?
Yes, I agree.
We have the congressman who wrote the Bigfoot book.
That's sad and true, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. So, Atlantis, the antediluvian world, his book.
Anti with an E.
Yes.
Not an I. I was going for a joke.
Yeah, not antediluvian.
Mm-hmm.
Put forth that not only was Atlantis real, it was socially and technologically advanced and was also the original home of, quote, mankind.
No way. He was so cool in WWE.
God damn it. You gotta chuckle out of Mike.
What about Goldberg?
Yes, the original home of Goldberg was Lemuria.
Atlantis Hogan.
Yeah. Brother.
Oh yeah, brother.
Okay, so I'm putting mankind.
And the crystals rise to the top.
Oh God, man, Macho Man makes everything better.
Oh yeah.
Damn it, Mike, you broke me, you motherfucker.
Well, you see the lizards, man. They're bad guys, man. You don't want to hang out with them.
Okay, so, you gotta stop, damn it.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Beef Squatch.
God damn it. Oh, God, what was I talking about? What's this episode? Anyway, all right, there. That's where I am. Okay. I said, quote, mankind. Don't say a goddamn thing, Mike. I put mankind in quotes because we all know he meant white people.
I believe the technical term is honkies.
And I believe you may have misspelled honkies, but nonetheless,
crackers.
You are correct. So Donnelly basically looked at ancient cultures and looked for anything that could be a similarity. Pyramids? Check. Vast architectural differences be damned. Ancient people knew how to count? Check. Everyone liked looking up and tracking the stars? Check. Now, there are some interesting, just as a side, there are some interesting linguistic similarities between some ancient cultures that I'm still looking into. Similar words for similar concept type stuff. And I'm sure there's some kind of grounded explanation. Donnelly and his ilk just make their own conclusions. Anyway, what are those conclusions? The same ones we always come back to, guys. Ancient white people.
Hey, we did it.
Yay. There was no way on earth that these guys were going to let natives take credit for their own inventions. Obviously, the knowledge was gifted to them by Big Honky sometime in the past.
I hate that company, Big Honky.
I know, and honestly, this part always makes me fucking sick.
And this just goes back to a term we've been using over the past few years now. Bookstore racism.
I'm proud of that, by the way.
We really should get more into like the racist corners of New Age philosophy as a deep dive. Is like honestly, so much of New Age belief in the industry, like surrounding and enabling it, has foundations in fucked up racists trying to carve out alternative histories that align with their views, and this like nasty little undercurrent that misguides people continues to persist because people are not interrogating these things fucking critically.
Yeah. I mean, for every yoga cult, there's a racist white dude somewhere in the background.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like the person who knows the most about India is this white guy named Jeff.
Fucking Jeff, man. Anyway.
Jeff, who was born in the county, never left the county, was arrested on several, like, drug charges or for public intoxication. But, oh, yeah, no, he fucking knows everything about yoga.
Yeah, y'all should actually look up the Behind the Bastards episodes about the yoga cults, because goddamn, man. Anyway, we still haven't gotten to the truly fun part of this whole story, though. We're actually going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Edgar Cayce and his dreams of Atlantis, and one man that doesn't know how to cope.
Is it me?
What?
Is it me? I don't know how to cope.
It's not you. Not this time. Next time, buddy. Next time.
By the end of the episode.
Yeah. So we'll be right back after this.
Hey, man, what's got you off in your phone there?
Oh, just going through all the funny Mothman memes and supernatural shit posts I've been wanting to share. I just don't know where to put the posts yet.
Don't you know about the Supernatural Selection Discord?
We have a Discord?
Yeah, for years, dude. Where have you been?
Can people chat with the hosts and get previews of upcoming episodes and generally post funny shit as much as they want with other listeners?
I mean, if that's your bag. I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that, but there are even live streaming events for the shows there, too. You've been in a few. How do you not know this stuff?
It must have been my doppelganger. How do I get into the Discord?
It's easy. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com. Now say that 3 times fast.
Well, that's perfect. Now I can share 3 terabytes of Hollow Earth memes. Get it? Terabytes.
Never mind. Forget I said anything. Just don't do that. You should definitely not visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com to join the Discord. We don't want you there.
Too late. I'm already posting my alien abduction fan fiction with the general chat.
Join the hosts and listeners of Supernatural Selection on the official Discord. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're back.
Mike, are you doing a wrestling voice, or are you, like, trying to, like, make me afraid of you sexually?
Kevin.
Macho Man wants to come.
Oh, shut up. Ugh, you ruined it.
I'm very disappointed, Kevin, in your lack of faith on the Macho Man.
Anyway,
Hasn't he been a character for like the last 4 episodes?
He fucking has, dude. It's been nothing but Macho Man month this month. September is Macho Month at
Welcome
Supernatural
to the
Selection.
Macho Cast.
God damn it. Mike, you're killing me. Oh. Anyway, we're back. How are we feeling about all this so far?
Fuck you, that's how.
We haven't even gotten to the truly bad part. Mike, how about you?
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling pretty good.
That is
Macho
good.
Man on Xanax.
That is good to hear. Well, oh, wow, that came out of nowhere. All that damn cheese. Anyway, well, up next, we have a story about a man that brought Atlantis into the modern world of metaphysics. A man that may get his own episode someday. Edgar Cayce.
Or like Edgar Crazy, am I right?
Oh, David. You card, you. That was fucking terrible. So, quick heads up that my reference... Oh, God. Sorry, gotta start that sentence over the burps. Oh, fuck.
Damn it.
That might get cut out.
Oh, man.
I feel like...
Too many Slim Jims.
I feel like Krusty. Kids. Anyway, so, quick heads up. My source for Edgar Cayce is Hidden Realms, Lost Civilizations, and Beings from Other Worlds by Jerome Clark. Yes, author of Unexplained.
We really do need a soundboard clip for this where it's like the title with dramatic echo and thunderclaps.
I completely agree. So, and also there's a link to purchasing that on Amazon in the doc. And it, as usual, it's full of his regular, well-researched, but somewhat cheeky coverage of subjects.
Okay, Mike, how much do you think the book is on Amazon? Don't open it.
So how
much do you think it is?
I do remember Kevin complaining about its price at some edition at one point, but I'm gonna say $40.
Ooh. I'm gonna say $0 with Kindle.
Well,
with a Kindle subscription.
That's kind of cheating, isn't it? Everything's $0 with Kindle Unlimited.
You're both wrong.
Yeah.
Mass market paperback $17.50, paperback $44.41, Kindle $20. I paid $20
What the actual fuck?
because it is so goddamn good.
Wasn't it out of print at some point?
No, that was the UFO encyclopedia that was like $300 in like 3 volumes of every UFO report from like the 1930s to like 2000.
Well, with that much value included, I can totally see that now.
I have it. We're not going to talk about it, but I have it. Anyway, Edgar Cayce is known today as a psychic and the, quote, sleeping prophet. He would go into these...
Wake him up.
What?
Wake his ass up.
No! He's doing work! He would go into these sleep-like trances, and some other entity would take over and use him to predict the future and to heal people. We'll get into that, though. Cayce was born in Beverly, Kentucky in 1877 to Leslie and Carrie Cayce. That is not a lesbian couple. Leslie was his father.
Oh, like Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
And is that where the Beverly the drink comes from?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do your research, man. Come on.
It
Don't leave me
wasn't
hanging.
even a thing I thought. God damn, Mike.
Just kidding.
Wow,
You're the science guy. You find out.
I don't care.
Anyway, his father, Leslie, was a justice of the peace and owned a small parcel of land. And Edgar grew up with 4 sisters. There were also apparently another sister and brother that did not survive infancy because this was the 1800s.
Well, and also give him the details of his fucking childhood. Who knows what Looney Tunes cartoon they ended up in.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah. They're in the amazing digital circus right now. Anyway, the story of Cayce's psychic ability starts at age 3. Young Edgar was running around the house like kids do, and he tripped on a board and fell down face first. His head landed, and a nail in the board went straight through his goddamn skull and pierced his fucking brain.
New dungeon achievement, Unicorn, the hard way.
No, reverse unicorn.
David, can I read that as the AI for a second?
Oh, absolutely.
New achievement, Unicorn the hard way. You took a nail to the goddamn skull. Holy fuck. Sorry.
So here's one of my questions about it. You can't just like pierce bone like that. The skull has to go somewhere.
Into his brain, I'm guessing. Into his goddamn brain. That's something I didn't think about, but you're right. Just skull in the brain, I guess. Anyway, his parents, being quick thinkers, and this being 1880, picked the boy up, pried the board off his head like a Looney Tune, poured turpentine into the hole in his head.
Good for what ails you.
Then bandaged him up and sent him off to play again, most likely with a sack of broken glass and a dog with rabies.
Do we think that when they pulled the nail out of there was like a little comical spout of blood?
I just picture that weird, you know how the noise prying wood always makes in a cartoon, that sound?
Yeah.
That. And then the blood. How about you, Mike? You think it made cartoon noises?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it
In reality, it was like a 3-year-old just crying and sobbing and in incredible pain. But
hey,
we're removed from this situation now, so we can laugh at it.
Hey, you want to make it even more disturbing? What if he didn't?
Huh.
What if he just sat there?
Oh,
yeah, that's dark. Anyway,
I'm sorry, Mike. I think I cut you off.
No, it's okay. I was going to say, you've removed nails from boards before. That kind of, creaking, screeching.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Made that noise.
Or maybe it just made a wet, splorping sound.
Quick, everybody do your best impression of the sound that the nail made when it came out of his fucking head.
I just had cheese, motherfucker. Can we not do
this? That's what sound he made.
Well, okay. So for the nail, it's probably something like...
something like that. Anyway, I need to stress this whole nail to the brain thing.
Really? He seemed like he recovered pretty well. Like, kids bounce back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Why not? But every book and special I've ever read or watched about Casey seems to try to play this down. It's like a kooky little mishap of youth that in no way relates to his development of psychic powers at all. And can we take a second to consider how fucked up that is? Like, Clark, in his usual cheeky way in the book, talks about Casey's psychic experiences at age 4 and then sort of tosses in afterwards, oh, did I mention the brain injury?
Oh, no, Kevin. You see, the powers were already there. He just had his third eye unlocked by poking it.
Don't give them excuses.
So if I want my psychic powers, I just have to jam random, possibly rusty objects into my forebrain.
Mike, for you, I feel like we need to just start doing Three Stooges stuff and then see what happens.
I wonder if
it's easier than ever with nail guns now.
Well, God.
What if the size of the object correlates to the amount of psychicness? Like, would I jamming a railroad spike in there?
I don't think
Hit me with
so.
the Magnum.
Yeah. So, do you think everybody that Chucky ever killed by putting something through their brain became psychic for a split second before they died?
I would say if they lived,
Probably.
possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like an antenna.
I never want you to put that theory forward again because someone's got to try it.
You heard it here.
Please
PSA,
put a nail through your skull.
Don't jab metal into your brain.
PSA, don't shoot yourself in the head with a nail gun, okay? It's just not going to work. Anyway.
Cool kids do it.
God damn it. Yeah, try smoking while you do it. Anyway.
Put the cigarette in the hole after.
Fuck off. Casey starts talking to the ghost of his dead grandfather at age 4
Jesus Christ.
after getting a hole in his fucking head
and then filling it with turpentine.
Yes, filled with chemicals and seeing the wee folk and angels.
Like you do.
I mean, that was what Jeffrey Dahmer was trying to do. He was trying to unlock everybody's inner third eye.
Mike, do you remember you brought that up?
Yes.
And I said, no, that was orange juice.
And he wanted sex slaves.
Yes. Which
he couldn't get his hand on acid.
He couldn't get acid, so he thought, orange juice is close.
It's acidic.
It's like acid. Maybe I can make a fuck zombie. God, what an episode already.
Is fuck zombie on the bingo sheet?
It is now. Somebody want to do an edit for us? Anyway, most of the spirit beings that Edgar Casey saw as a child would be the spirits of children waiting for the chance to reincarnate. It's a weird detail, but, there it is.
A lot of dead fucking kids.
It is a lot of dead children. Also, before we get too far into this, I need to stress that Casey was a Christian. This is not really a huge shock to me, given the time period. Like, back then, it just seems like Christians were way cooler about weird shit like this sometimes,
Yeah, like, Christianity has some periodic moments of, like lucidity and a kind of interesting shit going on, but like not so much today.
Yeah, like Mormonism came about because like Christians using magic was a thing.
Well, okay, snake handlers today are pretty fun.
Okay, that's not even close to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like brass daggers and runes and shit.
Oh no, that's fair. But snakes.
Yeah. No, well, I mean
snakes.
Snakes.
Like rolling around on the floor and like,
drinking strychnine and shit. Anyway, now that we're done giving people more bad ideas of things to do on a Saturday night,
play with snakes.
Yeah, fuck off.
In Minecraft.
Okay, so in 1892, you thought the nail was bad, Mike.
Yeah.
In 1892, Casey was at school when he was nailed in the back of the head with a baseball during a game.
Oh, that shook some more stuff loose, right?
Yeah, and when he went inside, he started acting differently. Being a jerk to people and joking around, calling people names instead of being his normal, quiet, and kind self.
Do you think that the hit to the head opened up the hole in front and there was like a comical spurt of blood, kind of like a cork?
You're just making me think of some Kids in the Hall sketch that doesn't exist.
No, see, the bone chunks that were still in there when he got hit in the back of the head, like, stayed in place while his brain moved around and just blenderized his prefrontal cortex.
You remember X-Men First Class when Magneto finally got the helmet and Xavier froze Sebastian Shaw and Magneto put the coin through his head?
Hell yeah.
That. But the little chunk of skull that went in his brain.
Now, see, what I heard is once the baseball hit him in the head, that chunk of bone flew out the hole and nailed the coach in the leg. And the coach was out for like a week.
No.
Wow, that's really fucking specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just came up with that. What do you think?
I think you're a liar is what I think. Anyway, that... Wow, excuse me. That same year, he started going into trances and talking about the future and weird shit. He allegedly predicted things like Grover Cleveland winning the presidential election.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, to be honest...
It's a 50-50 chance, so, whatever.
Now, to be honest, what he actually said, and this is true, was, "Hooray for Cleveland!" out of nowhere. And his family just made some assumptions later. I see no connection between this and the hit to the head. Fuck you.
Hooray for Cleveland.
And they're like, "I think Grover Cleveland's going to win the election." No, I think your boy may have some problems, man.
I think he probably has, the old soup brain.
Mrs. Casey, please find some orange slices for the boy.
I see your boy has minestrone of the skull.
And his doctor was probably fucking Foghorn Leghorn. Anyway, he also started using his psychic gifts to channel the knowledge of the beyond to heal people, including himself. He cured his own head injury by explaining how to mix a tonic. He also cured his own mounting speech problems.
This dude has had 2 debilitating head injuries as a child. I'm amazed he could do much of anything.
Yeah, I definitely beating that curve there.
Yeah, I know.
Now, when does he step on the rake?
God damn it! He gets in there with the rake, just goes.
Turns out it was a yard work convention.
Yeah, it turns out his actual name was Sideshow Bob Edgar Casey. Anyway, in 1893, the family moved to Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Holy shit!
Because now that we are aware of the synchronistic nature of the universe, we are doomed to constantly experience it.
It's goblin time.
Seriously, dude, what are the fucking odds?
because it's not a very major place.
Yeah, Mike, like, this would be like if, they reported like an invasion of trolls in Purvis, and it turns out Grover Cleveland was born there or something. It's just like, what are the goddamn odds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I told you all of that mess we just covered with him, so you will have a vague background of the kind of guy we're dealing with when it comes to his psychic powers. Now, as
Checks
usual,
out.
What?
Oh, I said checks out.
Yeah. Now, before we go on to the next part of the script, there is something I need to point out. Edgar Casey, in all of his predictions and helping people to heal and stuff, never took money. He never charged anyone anything. People would make small donations, but he never tried to use his powers to benefit.
Well, he had chowder for brains. I don't think he thought about the fact he could make a profit from this.
I understand that, but there is also a part of me that's like, if you're gonna like use your psychic powers to try to better the world, you know what? I respect Edgar Casey way more than a lot of these people, because I think Casey was a true believer and not a grifter.
Well, I mean, he'd probably believe anything, having the nail through his head, then the baseball hit to the head.
Yeah, no, old fucking Stirbrains McGee's there. I mean,
do you think when he shakes his head, you hear the bone shard rattle?
I think, you remember those games where it had like, is a round game, it had a bunch of holes in the cardboard and like little metal balls in it.
Oh, no.
You're trying, like, you shake it and it makes that god-awful rattle. That's him. That is fucking Edgar Casey.
Oh, I feel bad.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking awful. Anyway, Edgar Casey was what we today, in the field, would call a channeler.
Yeah. In the field.
In the field. He was a channeler.
He wielded Sadin?
He tapped the true source, channeled the one power, and broke the world, Mike.
Okay.
Out in the field where he worked for his meals?
God damn it, David. We're doing a Wheel of Time thing here. We're having a moment.
Yeah, I wanted to steer us away from the nerd shit for a moment.
Fuck you. Anyway, he would go into a trance and let other entities inhabit and control his body. That would usually manifest as speaking in a vaguely British or Indian accent and automatic writing.
Did they go through the nail hole?
I don't know. I don't know. They never said. But
just fucking ghost climbing in.
I got a ghost hole. Anyway, you guys know what automatic writing is, Mike?
Is that different than manual writing?
No and yes.
Is it when you use the Prindle in your car?
It isn't. It is not. David, you want to tell us about automatic writing real quick?
Yeah, so in believer circles, I'm sorry,
in the field,
in the paranormal industry, in the
according
field,
to the lore,
it's channeling the spirits to guide your hand in a trance where you write across sheets of paper as the trance continues, supposedly being guided by the spirits occupying your body. One of my favorite horror films, actually, The Changeling, has this amazing automatic writing sequence, and it's really top-notch stuff. It gets really intense because this hand is just fucking flying, and this guy keeps like throwing paper at her as she's just like having some trance meltdown. It's crazy.
Well, they also have it in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yep.
Yeah, Oxley is sitting there just moving his hand, and then they finally put a pencil in it and put paper there, and he makes a map. Anyway, It's basically writing while in a trance. It's like channeling a voice, but with a pencil. Wow. Okay. I wish I had shut up.
That's writing with your hand.
I wish I had shut up several minutes ago. Anyway, it was in these trances in 1923 that Casey would lay out the history of Atlantis as his contact remembered it, and would make predictions about its eventual return, which I'm just going to go ahead and say here. He said in the 1960s that a part of Atlantis would be rediscovered off the coast of Bimini, and then they discovered the Bimini Road. We're all three of us are familiar with the Bimini Road, correct?
Let's say we're not.
Okay, it's a series of seemingly man-made stone square slabs on the ocean bottom that appear to form a road off the coast of the Bimini Islands, and it's where it was discovered in the year and the place Casey said Atlantis would emerge, which, you know, broken clock, but...
Broken skull.
Yeah, broken skull's right twice a day. But you get the idea. It's it's one of those things where it's one of those things that he got so close to right, it made people go back and start analyzing his predictions and trying to make it look like it was
really
true.
fucking weird.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's one of those coincidences that where you're like, that is fucked.
It's such a coincidence it becomes a coinky-dink.
I feel like it's more serious than that.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Now,
Coincidence
continue.
or something more.
yeah. Read the book. One more important point, guys. Casey worked for a bookstore in Hopkinsville. And it wasn't like Ray's occult books from Ghostbusters or anything, but it did carry a selection of esoteric books, including Donnelly's Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. Because at the time, it was still relatively new and extremely popular.
Well, and, you know, that's the other thing is, like, around this time, there's a lot of spiritualist stuff. Between, like, the 1880s up through, like, even the 1930s. Like, spiritualism is a big thing around the world.
Man. Yeah. This is during the spiritualism movement. Definitely.
The honkies loved it.
Oh, dude. White people eating that shit up like mayonnaise.
The only thing white people like better than weird esoteric spiritualism is cheese.
Shut up. Now, we have no direct evidence that Edgar Casey read Donnelly's book. We just have the fact that he channeled a dude that confirmed and expanded on Donnelly's ideas.
You know what? I will confidently say that, yes, he did read it, because this motherfucker is apparently channeling spirits, and we can just say whatever we wish to with no consequences in the world of the paranormal, so fuck it.
Wow, I should channel spirits more just so I can be more, open about, how I feel.
Yeah,
I would be delighted if you fucking channeled spirits. Dude.
Oh my god, we should do that for Halloween. Just let Mike channel spirits.
I don't know. In today's political climate, I might get arrested.
Honestly, we can have him do the Estes method.
Ooh, is that the thing with the
spirit box, and you're completely like blindfolded? You've got the earphones on, noise canceling earphone. I would love to see what happens with Mike and the Estes method.
Oh, dude, when I was looking on Amazon one time, it started like recommending ghost detectors and spirit boxes, and I'm like, what the algorithmic fuck?
As long as everything I say can be prefaced with it happened in Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, also, it's not you, man. It's the ghost.
Oh, it's the ghost.
The ghost is
with the most.
Yeah, the ghost is a left-wing nut job.
Well, what if I just channel Macho Man all the time?
No.
Subconsciously.
No.
You sound like you already do.
Yeah, you're kind of possessed already, dude.
The spirit of Macho Man guide me.
God,
Macho Man,
is your
take
stand
the wheel.
Macho Man?
Look, can I talk about a different god now for a few?
I don't know. When I walk across the beach, there are two sets of footprints, and the other one has tassels next to tassel marks next to the footprints.
And in fucking
where's
way.
Miss Elizabeth?
It was then that I carried you. Oh, God, what has this show?
Forgive them, Father. They know not what they've done.
I'll remember you on my right hand in heaven, brother. Anyway, I cannot talk now. So, in Casey's version of Atlantis, in the beginning, God said, "Let there be light," around 10 million years ago. And that light was a dude called Amelius.
Wait, so was he Light or was he a dude? Or was he like Gordon Lightfoot and he was a dude called Light?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yagami?
Now Amelius, being the first spirit that God created, split into it's fucking theosophy. I don't want to get into this bullshit again. But the whole splitting of the Godhead into greater and greater numbers of tributaries until it gets to us. That is it. That is what he's talking about.
Where's the monkey fucking?
Give me time.
and less monkeys, but
yeah, well, I don't mention them, but they're there.
We're the monkeys.
We are the monkeys.
We're fucking other things.
And people say we monkey around. Anyway.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Now, Amelius was also Adam because at this point, fuck it, why not?
So he was Adam, but he also like split into other
Yep.
things.
Yep, that's it. You just nailed it. That is complete.
You're telling me they got away with splitting the atom?
Yeah. Oh my God, David, that is amazing. Now Eve.
No, it wasn't. Fuck you.
Eve was his twin soul sister because let's throw some fucking Luke and Leia shit on the fire while we're at it. Goddamn.
It's just always duct taping and gorilla gluing different bits together, isn't it?
It really is. It's like I'm going to just take every goddamn thing I've ever learned and make a thing out of it. Speaking of, you would like to read my book, The Aaron Apprentice. No, sorry.
I mean, it's all about write what you know, right? That's
Yep,
what they tell you in fiction writing.
Anyway, Atlantis was founded and was, of course, an amazing place with crystal-powered technology and anti-gravity and lasers and nukes.
And the headquarters are of Coca-Cola.
And they had
I can't wait for Fallout Atlantis.
well, they also had cars and trucks and newspapers and all the things a guy in 1923 had a frame of reference for.
Again, Fallout Atlantis, but also, you never hear about computers in these things, do you?
No, funny that, isn't it? Very fucking amusing. They didn't have computers in this thing made up in the 1800s and then refined in the 1920s. Go fucking figure.
Kevin, you're starting to channel Shaggy.
Zoink Scoob, like maybe they had punch cards.
Your voice does that sometimes. Where,
I know.
Like, you're angry and you become Shaggy, and I find it delightful.
I know. I get that. And I can't help it. It's why I do Shaggy so well. Let's talk about the Atlanteans for a sec. The Atlanteans themselves were 1,000-year-old giants who lived off of nuts and goat milk. I fucking know what I said. Now you have to deal with it.
I mean, if you're a giant, I think you might need to eat a little more than nuts and goat milk.
That's a lot of nuts.
Nuts and goat milk,
no
bitch.
Fish.
Fucking deal with it.
No fish.
Nope.
No
meat.
No fruits.
Maybe a vegetable every now and again, but nuts and goat milk.
Like, how big were their nuts?
I don't know.
Are we talking like
how big were the goats?
I don't know.
Cashews, coconuts?
Motherfucker, it could be fucking chickpeas for all I know. I don't know.
That weird word for Brazil nuts that your grandpa uses?
Oh, we are not going there, buddy.
How many goats does a giant...
I heard that from my fucking grandpa, dude. Oh, my God.
Oh, you don't want to hear about the cream-filled, dark-colored candies my mom had.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, we're not going there, pal.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Do you hear this shit, Miss Elizabeth?
How many goats would a giant have to milk to have enough sustenance
I think
to
it's
supplement the nuts?
I think at some point you just pick up the goat and swallow the fucker. I mean,
just squeezing the
I'm
goat
wondering
out.
if it's a big goat.
I don't know.
Giant goats.
You're supposed to know this. You fucking researched the episode.
Motherfucker, this is all they
Answer our
had.
questions.
This is all they.
Answer our
I don't.
questions.
Fine, they were milking Prepotente. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, the Atlanteans. They were pure of heart and children of God, the Christian God.
Of course.
And just precious little angels and shit.
Oh, like the Care Bears.
Yeah, sure. And they lived on clouds, and they had shit tattooed on their stomachs. So, Civil War.
Here, folks. Yeah.
Civil War erupted when the sons of Belial decided that what they really wanted to do was fuck.
Wait, so they're pure? They're all pure of heart, but then they had a civil war because some of them wanted to do nasty.
Yeah, and when I say fuck, I mean fuck. They fucked each other. They fucked other. They fucked. Damn, I didn't type that well.
No, you didn't.
They fucked each other. They fucked themselves. They fucked their enemies. They fucked dinosaurs. We finally fucking made it, boys. We hit dino sex after 5 fucking years. We can shut the whole damn thing down now.
All right, I'm going to bed.
Shit, I need a cigarette.
Tyrannosaurus sex.
Like, seriously, they fucked monkeys, they fucked dinosaurs, you name it, man. If that thing walked up to them, it was getting boned.
Deinonychus style.
Too.
Also, I think the Atlanteans may have been hermaphrodites, but that also may have been the Lemurians.
So, okay. So that's what you meant by fucking themselves.
Yeah.
So they like tucked it around and
Yep.
like, you know.
Yeah, they just pulled a tuck job.
Wow.
They called it the tuck boom.
Like, can you imagine being an average human and seeing this?
I can imagine running. Anyway, sorry about that. I got ahead. I got so goddamn excited that we finally got to the part where they fucked the dinosaurs.
Could
Pegasaurus.
What is it with you guys? You're breaking me this week. Fuck.
So you think they could like suck their own dick?
I don't know. Probably.
You probably wouldn't get anything done if they could do that.
I don't know. Maybe they could bend in half. But then again, they didn't fuck except for the sons of Belial. So, anywho, these fuckers, my terminology, rebelled against the giant white Christian Atlanteans.
Who didn't fuck?
Yeah, who did not fuck. They spread all over the world, and that's why God flooded the whole damn thing.
Ah.
The flood nearly destroyed Atlantis, but the ringed city at its heart remained.
Now, Kevin, you said this was what, 10 million years ago?
Yeah, somewhere in there, 10 million to 10,000, depending on whatever.
When did Jesus get involved in all this?
I don't think he did.
But then they would be Christians.
Christian.
Yeah, but people also complain, saying, I don't know why they got that. Jesus was a Christian. He worshipped himself, really? Anyway.
Look, some guy starts saying, I'm the son of God and all that. I think you might be scrutinizing him, you know.
Maybe. After this, the fuckers rebelled again. In some way that even Casey's garbled rambles couldn't make clear. Apparently, his channeling was a mumbled, garbled Indian accent.
It was like a radio station, right? You know, so like he'd lose a little bit of the signal.
Yeah.
Hey there,
shitty biscuit. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes like Despacito would start playing.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, you know, every now and again he'd open his mouth and Mexican radio would come on by Wall of Voodoo.
There'd be like a spot where they skip, so it'd just be like, you know, some radio ads.
Yeah.
Suck it on, chili dogs. Sorry.
Anyway, the fuckers rebelled again, and they caused the giant crystal at the center of the continent to blow the fuck up.
Good job, Carl.
Good going, buddy.
Like, you know,
I will break you.
was it from the fucking? Did they just fuck that good?
I don't know.
He knocked it over.
Again,
Someone leaned against
Someone
it.
decided to fuck it.
even Casey's son was like, I don't fucking know, man. I couldn't understand that part.
I'm gonna fuck that crystal.
Fuck
Nobody's
that
fucked
thing
that
up
crystal
there.
before.
Ain't nobody climbed up there. Fuck that thing.
And the civilization vanished.
And anyway, so again, Atlantis sank in a night and a day. All that was left were the survivors who settled in their former colonies in South America, Egypt, and sometimes under Mount Shasta. But other times, that's the Lemurians that did that.
Because why the fuck not?
Yeah. fuck it at this point. As you can see, almost everything in that Disney movie and most fictionalized versions of Atlantis come from some combination of Donnelly and Casey.
But what of Donovan and the magician?
They were killed by caffeine from the Coke plant.
Good, someone recognized it.
Yeah.
Futurama.
Yeah. God, I love the theme song of that show. Anyway, let's now that we've talked about the things everyone knows about Atlantis, let's jump to today and discuss how the modern internet-addled person deals with Plato's entry on AO3.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
How about we don't? How about we talk about, I don't know, like a TV show or something?
Hey, 5 years in, you're just fucked, all right? You just got to deal with this shit, okay?
Wait, have we become an episode of the F Plus now?
Kinda.
Few episodes like truly upset me.
This is the part that does it, I take it?
Yeah, like this whole episode has been very upsetting for me.
I keep forgetting how pissed off you get as a teacher.
Can my name be Kitty Calzone?
What?
Instead of Bunny Bread?
No, fuck. God, I thought that was like a joke about like somebody on NPR for a second.
No.
So,
all things considered,
the book I discovered was Atlantis Solved.
Finally.
Good.
The Grand Unified Theory.
Someone got it all right, thankfully.
Yep. I had a hell of a time trying to find a book to encapsulate the spirit of the modern Atlantis believer that didn't get too far into the metaphysical reads. Most of them involved the fact that all 8.2 billion people alive today lived in Atlantis in a past life.
Oh yeah, there was that past life where I tooled around Atlantis for a while. I forgot about that.
Yeah, didn't you have that Chevy?
Yeah, I saw the giant fuck the crystal. That was weird.
Yeah, wow, that's fucked up, dude.
I remember being a giant dinosaur fucker.
You would.
That should be your new Discord nickname.
Mike, I was that dinosaur.
Oh, no.
I'm suing you.
And to be clear, I wasn't fucking giant dinosaurs. I was a giant fucking dinosaurs.
But dinosaurs are large anyway.
Well, yeah, but they don't need to be
then
giant.
They weren't known.
They're just regular size.
Back then, they weren't known as Triceratops or Tricerabottoms.
Yes.
There's not enough Aleve in the world for the headache you just gave me.
Ankle-Hylosaurus.
Cogito, Ergo, Doleo. I stress that right now. So anyway, then I found this book by David Edwards. And when I saw the title, I fucking knew.
You had the tingles?
I mean, Atlantis... the Chuck tingles. Atlantis Solved the Grand Unified Theory. Man, what a name it is.
What giant balls to call it that?
I know. It has all the cohesion of the Grand Unified Conspiracy Theory, but with Atlantis thrown in. This book is so fucking sad.
Ooh.
This is another one of those books written by a man with deeply held Christian beliefs, trying desperately to make those beliefs fit in with something else that he believes, and the two things just don't seem compatible. It's like Dark Helmet smashing his action figures together. It's the literary equivalent of all those DeviantArt images of Shadow the Hedgehog coming to Jesus at the foot of the actual crucifix.
And sometimes Shrek is there and he is pregnant.
Mistakes into miracles, baby. Sometimes a book has a voice. You read it, and a character takes over as the narrator. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's a distinct voice from somewhere in your mind. If this book had a narrator, it is either Wallace Shawn in The Princess Bride or Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. Mr. Edwards begins his book. You know what? let me just read from the preface to the preface of the foreword for you.
Gee, how come your book gets 2 prefaces?
And a foreword.
Of the second edition. When 600 plus cultures preserve flood narratives, not just floods, but specifically details like divine warnings, one family saved, animals preserved, birds sent to find land. Academia's response is that the very universality of these stories proves they're locally false. If it happened once, it would be history. But since everyone says it happened, it is mythology.
Jesus fucking Christ. Of Latter-day Saints.
That's not what academia says about flood narratives, like, at all.
Yeah. We're going to have to take...
What?
I need to take a very quick break and go get a drink to continue with the quotes.
Maybe a cloth to wipe your fucking monitor.
I was going to say your microphone may need a good drying off.
Yeah, this is some shit, y'all. Hang on one sec.
Jesus Christ.
Kevin's got his editing cut out for him.
All right. Now, before we go on to this next quote.
Did you finish mopping up first?
Yes, I did. My spit is mopped. I want to point out that I am essentially doing an impression of Wallace Shawn from The Princess Bride, and it dawned on me I am also basically Daffy Duck.
Or Sylvester.
Yeah, a little of both.
A little different.
It's the same voice, but different pitches. Anyway, how about this quote? When identical pyramid construction techniques appear in Egypt, Mexico, China, and Indonesia, they argue the similarities are so similar they are dissimilar. The more precisely these structures align astronomically, the more confidently they publish papers about universal human responses to landscapes. While applying for grants to study each pyramid in complete isolation from all the others, the evidence is too good, therefore it's not evidence.
Oh yeah, brother.
I hate it when morons trying to are trying to discuss the culture of academia with like an obvious axe to grind.
Oh, this dude is so fucking pissed at teachers and shit.
Oh man!
Like, this is the kind of guy that writes letters that start with, "The screams of my enemies will echo through the student union." Anyway, finally, I would like to read you.
Oh God!
In its entirety.
Oh no!
The ending of the preface to the preface of the foreword of the second edition of this book.
Second edition.
Yeah, he released an edition a year ago and then had a fucking epiphany and rewrote it.
Yeah, you should have waited a little longer.
No.
Never wait to publish. Always shove it out the door.
Just do like me. Just get it out there. Fuck it. Welcome to the real history of humanity. The one where history is history. The one your ancestors tried to tell you. The one academia has spent 2,400 years denying because there's too much evidence to deny it any other way and too much money to be made by never admitting it. David Edwards, Ph.D.
Oh, cute.
P.S. to the academics preparing rebuttals. Explain the cocaine and the mummies. Explain the maps of Antarctica under ice. Explain the same technologies appearing simultaneously worldwide, but explain them together, not in isolated papers where you're pretending the patterns are not patterns. I'll wait. Take your time. I know you'll need a funding grant to explain why funding grants need funding. Plato would be proud with his hand out for a grant as he looks the other way.
It's funny how they always think there's so much money in academia.
Yeah, it's not how that works.
My voice. Oh, my God.
To the skeptical academics, explain why my brain works the way it does. But remember, you are stinky academics, so you can't. Checkmate.
Checkmate, atheists.
It's not often I feel like a hatred for a person on this show, because I give these people little thought after the context of an episode, as they have no bearing on my existence. But fuck this guy.
Oh my God. Now, it is at this point that you may have noticed his mention of Plato.
Plato.
Play-Doh?
No, with the T.
Okay.
Throughout the preface to the preface of the foreword to the second edition of the book, Reverend Dr. Mr. Edwards continually mentions Plato setting the standard for taking grants and charging tuitions and entrance fees to his classes and schools. After roughly a minute and a half of Googling, I discovered that Plato and his like never charged for their fucking schools. They felt that the hoarding of knowledge was a goddamn sin. They did not, in fact, start the grand conspiracy of money in schools.
I don't need Google to tell me this guy is a goddamn moron.
Yeah, but I just wanted to make sure before I called him a moron without fact. And yeah.
You're a more patient man than I.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers the wealthy philosopher Diogenes.
Well, again, it was a minute and a half. I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Well, he's confusing fucking patronage for, like, charging people.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it? This book.
Yeah, philosophers were given money to think, but they weren't charging people to teach philosophy. Motherfucker, I'm so mad.
I can tell. This is great. I love when you get upset about this stupid shit. So this book is amazingly stupid. It repeats facts constantly to drive them home instead of actually trying to, prove some facts and shit.
Don't prove it, just keeps repeating it.
Now, when you say facts, what do you mean?
Things that he states as facts.
He means facts like when you hold up two fingers and, bend them.
Yeah. This is 3 fingers! Anyway, it references his other books with handy links to those books available on Amazon.
Of course.
I need to stress that for the past 5 years, one of my major jobs on this series has been to shit on people that use themselves as a reference in their own books.
Source, I had a dream about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Source, trust me, bro.
Source, I wrote about this in my last book, Ergo.
Source, I think you're too stupid to look at the author of this other book I'm referencing, which is also me.
Yeah, no, and I just want to point out, this is not new. We've done this.
Yeah.
This guy references his own books.
It's
multiple times a page, and I'm not going to go back and read your goddamn book.
Conspiracy grifter shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, then, partway through the book, it becomes a bizarre first-person narrative of an Atlantean woman sitting in an Atlantean Starbucks reading a news tablet, yes, like the Flintstones, not a digital tablet, a rock with news on it, and commenting on the local sports team, which he has also thoughtfully named, and I don't give a shit, to a friend as they discuss the likelihood of a nuclear war before the disaster happens. At this point, I put the book down and took a nap.
Again, Fallout Atlantis. We really should do another reading episode and see how long Mike and I last with this one.
Oof, that sounds rough.
You know what the worst part is? You know how a lot of times I get these books on Kindle Unlimited?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this.
Oh, God, he paid money for this.
You're
part of the problem.
I gave this man $10 fucking dollars.
Well, at least Amazon gets a cut.
They get most of the cut. So, here's the
It's
question.
gonna fuck with your Amazon algorithm big time now.
Motherfucker, my Amazon algorithm is mostly, is Bigfoot an alien? There's nothing I can do to fix it anyway.
Look, I share, our Amazon accounts are linked, and unfortunately I see all his crazy ass books in my
Oh, no,
my
Mike,
Kindle is
Mike,
nigh useless with all the crap that's clogging it up.
Oh no, Mike! Did you see my Goblin Homestead?
No, I mean I haven't checked my Kindle in a couple of weeks. So
We're talking about the Gussie again.
Gussie is back. Anyway,
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
oh God, goblin meat.
chopping that goblin meat.
Butcher Pete is green. Anyway, so what is this fucking book about? It is about a man who is convinced that two facts are completely true at the same time. First, that the Earth is 6,000 years old. Second, Atlantis fell 10,000 years ago. I'm going to let you stew on that for a second. Let me know when you have recovered and are ready to move on.
Where did the other 4,000 fucking years go, you dipshit asshole?
Mike?
I mean, it's really easy and obvious. I mean, come on. Stargate told us the answer. Atlantis is a spaceship, and it just, it came from outside of the Earth and landed for a time, and now it's back out there, and some plucky young people are going to, find it and live on it, and the show's going to get canceled before it even has a chance to, run with its own legs.
Mike?
Hey, it's thin Jason Momoa.
Mike?
Yeah.
You sweet summer child, you. Can I tell you something? That theory makes so much more sense than what we're about to fucking talk about.
I bet. And may I just say that show wasn't the greatest, but it was decent. And I liked it. And I am sad that they canceled it.
Yeah, no.
Bring back Stargate.
Atlantis.
Well, no, bring back
Stargate in general.
SG-1 too. Fuck it. I loved
think
SG-1.
SG-1 kind of ran its course.
Sure, but if you're going to reboot...
It's time for a reboot. Let's be honest. Welcome to the distraction hole.
Yeah, let's not go there this time. So, Edwards posits that every time the covenant between man and God is broken, an Elder Scrolls style dragon break occurs. Okay, that's actually not true. It's just too good of a fucking line for me to pass up, because that was my immediate reaction.
Thank you for clarifying, because all of this is so monumentally fucking idiotic. I would have believed you fucking asshole.
I know. And that's why I had to go back. I was like, wait, no, I gotta own up. Okay. What he actually says is that temporal distortions occur when the covenant with God is broken.
So every time a teenage boy masturbates, he goes back in time.
No, this is like when the covenant between man and a people are broken. Like, he says that when the Watchers from the Book of Enoch came down and shared their technological knowledge with Atlantis, it was a sin breaching the fabric between the physical world and heaven, and it was a breaking of the covenant.
So that means two things. It's either one of two things. It's one, there's a threshold of sin that breaks the space-time continuum, or two, you get down to, femto sins that do breach the space-time, but it's so small that you can't measure it.
Mike? That is more thought than I think. Actually, no, he probably put this much thought in there, is feverishly working on his next book.
While stroking it.
Oh, God.
The third edition.
I'm not buying that one. Anyway, so this breaking of the covenant by the Watchers delivering, hey, man, here's how you start fire. You want to look at stars?
Oh, Prometheus.
God damn you, Prometheus.
Yeah. This caused a slow time bubble to form around the area, and more time passed in there than in the rest of the world.
Oh no, Prometheus.
Prometheus. I've killed Mike.
Yes.
And David.
Oh, my head hurts. Why?
It's going to get worse. He also says that in these events, God destroys everything with water.
Because fire's just too obvious.
Get it, though? Atlantis flooded. The biblical flood, they're not the same thing. What are you, fucking crazy? God did it several times.
Yeah, don't use the primal force that can, strip matter and break it down. Use just water, which makes everything wet.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, mortals?
Now, there's a quote in the book that I did not include here because my brain was going to rot at the time I was writing. But one of the quotes is that, of course, he used water because it can wipe out everything but leave evidence. And I'm like,
what?
I need you to back up the goddamn clown boat because I don't know what that means.
Obviously, he's going to use water because it does everything and nothing at all.
Yeah.
It could also be that there's a historical context for water wiping out civilizations, and he's God.
Well, I know that's what he's doing.
Yeah, but he's got a timeline that he's got to work with because Christian.
He's like taking these puzzle pieces and hammering them together as best he can.
Meanwhile, everything else on the table is breaking.
It's like Shady Sands in the Fallout TV timeline.
Yeah,
but each piece is from a different puzzle.
Now. Here's the thing, guys.
This one has Bluey on it.
For proof, Mr. Dr. Professor Reverend Edwards.
Let's not call him that. Let's not call him
that. He points to discrepancies in the radiocarbon dating of layers and fossils. I guess it's confusing. It's also... his stuff is hammered home with such anger and vitriol at academia that I find it hard to slow down and digest what he is saying. I get caught up in the speed and urgency of it and just kind of keep going until I put the book down and pray.
With all the fury of a student protesting getting a 0 on their paper for AI usage.
Yes.
Well, not that I have experience with that.
He obviously floated his ideas and he thought they were great and he thought, that he was a super special boy. And when someone pointed out the flaws in his logic and his, understanding of the material, he just couldn't take it.
Yeah. Now, he begins the entire thing stating that we naturally have to assume that the Bible is a direct and accurate historical record. So, that's a great start.
Yeah, it's not like it's a literary anthology with a very well-known editorial history or anything.
Not at all. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
And has been, rewritten with prejudice numerous times.
Oh, yes. And I forgot to put this in the document, so here's a lovely little thing to throw out there.
Here's a lovely shit nugget you're dropping on us.
Here's a turd from heaven.
Here's a big, fat, sloppy,
Kevin,
wet log for us.
My mouth's open for this turd. Give it to me.
Okay. He's created a computer program that can analyze any language and determine if it was divinely inspired. And he took the Dead Sea Scrolls and ran it through his program and was able to spot what God wrote, and that proves every theory he has.
Did he put the Voynich manuscript through it? I would die to know what he thinks of that.
I don't think he has,
and how
because
he would integrate it into this fucked up mythology.
The program, he never explains how it works, how he wrote it or anything.
Or how he knows anything about computer programming.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
My guess is he's just feeding it to ChatGPT and going, which one did God write?
Or maybe, is this that modern, that recent, that...
Dude, 3rd edition came out last year.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
Or 2nd edition. Jesus, David, you got me thinking about the 3rd edition already.
When did 1st edition come out?
The year before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Whenever you start talking about the start, I might automatically think it's 20 years old.
Oh, yeah, no, it's natural to assume it's the 70s. I mean, like, you just picture the dude with, like, a porn mustache and, like, the biggest fucking bush wearing tennis shorts. But no, this is now.
So we could potentially get him on the show.
We will not. Anyway, this whole thing is why he's having so much trouble. He has two opposing worldviews going on, and he refuses to let either of them go.
You know he's a name searcher.
Oh, he is. And I find this kind of thing incredibly sad. Just watching someone tear themselves apart, desperately hanging on to something that they can't logically make work. Anywho, I figured this would be way more interesting than books about shoving crystals up your hoo-ha and contacting spirits from Atlantis to heal your back spasms.
I don't know.
I was going to say, I think I'd have preferred a crystal sounding instead of this last one here.
Ow. Fucking
that tells you how I feel.
Yeah. So, excuse
Yeah,
me.
you uncomfortable fucker. How do you think I feel?
Well, okay. Turnabout's fair play, I guess. So, in conclusion, I'm not going to lie. I never really wanted to cover this topic. But the Emerald Tablets... Wow. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
You're channeling Wallace Shawn again.
Anyway, like I said, I didn't want to cover this, but the Emerald Tablets and various other things of late in our year of woo have led me to realize that sometimes we have to dive into the garbage pile and see what's in there.
Nut up or shut up.
There's just something kind of depressing about doing this show sometimes. We'll tackle a topic that, like, I loved as a kid like this, and we'll dig into it and find that underneath is either a grift or undiagnosed mental illness. Or worse, like this one. When you pull away the beautiful layers of the story of an ancient motherland with a utopian city and clean energy, you just find another old white man being a racist. What do you guys think?
We could have named this one The Amazing Nail Man and the Cognitive Dissonance Kid.
Goddamn. Mike?
Yeah.
How about you, man?
Make it make sense.
Help.
Help.
Robert,
Need
help.
somebody.
To quote Marcus the Worm guy on TikTok, Robert, help.
Well, Robert, you see, you have to take what you learned here and put it in context of... I got nothing.
Yeah, I figured, and I didn't need it from the Macho Man today.
Macho Man has no idea what to say. This is kind of fucked up.
Oh, brother. Sometimes a man's got a screw loose, and no matter how many times you twist it, the screw never tightens.
You know, Mike...
I thought it was a nail.
Mike?
Yeah.
That's deep, man. It's pretty fucking deep for Macho Man.
Pretty deep for a nail, too.
Yeah,
In the
well...
person's skull.
God,
that's a huge thing. That's like really burying the lead in that whole situation. By the way, brain damage.
Yeah, well, I love the way Jerome Clark gets kind of cheeky with dumb shit. Like he'll report on something that in most UFO lore is taken deadly seriously, and he's like, "And we're meant to believe this." You know?
I do like that. I do like that.
Yeah, you really should read some of his stuff, particularly the book I reference in this, because, like, it is a lot of, and there were demons, you know, just like him being like, and this is some shit I read.
It started to channel Don Pardo there.
It's Saturday Night Live! Anyway.
This time we have terrors from beyond the stars.
It's a demon! So, sometimes this show makes me fucking sad. That's what it boils down to. Is Atlantis has made me sad.
Like, Nail Boy was cool.
Yeah, no, Edgar Casey is going to be a great episode one day. Nail Boy, god damn.
I mean, that's a pretty defining characteristic of this guy.
It pretty much is, and the fact that nobody really throws that out there. It's always like, and he was a psychic. One time he fell on a nail. And he saw the wee folk, and they told him that, yeah, okay, go back to the nail.
Yeah, like every time I study the background of like serial killers and stuff like that, there's usually like a head injury at some point for many of them.
Oh,
that shit fundamentally changes your personality.
It's always like head injury, never had a hug, and then tore an animal apart. It's
like, no, one minute you're like playing as a kid, the next minute you fall off a swing and you become Jerry Brudos and you become obsessed with women's footwear.
Yeah, and you're sitting there fine, you fall. You're like, I wonder what I'll do this afternoon. Fall off the swing set. Wonder what the inside of a dog looks like. it just changes on just in a split second.
Can't discount the horrendous amounts of lead in the air and everything else back then.
Oh yeah, dude, man.
Turpentine.
That's the third
directly into the skull.
The third leg of head trauma, parental neglect, and lead.
Oh my God, turpentine apply directly to the forehead. Turpentine apply directly to the forehead. Turpentine apply directly to the forehead.
Oh God.
Oh God. So,
do you think the turpentine was like also the liquor stash for whenever they ran out?
Good question. Here's the thing that gets me about the Edgar Casey thing, as opposed to most of our psychics and serial killers. Like, there is a part of me that, like, kind of wants to believe that, you know what, maybe for him, maybe he just with his brain, that nail, the turpentine, and the baseball, maybe that actually was the soup that made psychic.
Yeah, like he was I like him because he was too chilly-brained to, like, charge people.
I wish you hadn't said that while I was trying to wet my whistle. Chilly brain. God damn. I seriously, Edgar Casey.
Soup skull.
Edgar. Fuck. Edgar Casey is such an
literally
interesting
a chowderhead.
story. Like, everything Edgar Casey did was, like, for someone's benefit and not his.
Yeah.
Like, he would accept gifts, but, like, he was never like, yeah, I'll cure your cancer for $100.
He made good on the brain damage.
He did. And he was, from everything I've heard, a nice guy. And then now we're going to look it up, and it's like, oh yeah, did we mention he fucked dogs? He's a big dog fucker. But for the time being, he still seems like an okay guy. We're not having a Joss Whedon moment with him yet, so...
Yeah, we'll get into that, though. We'll uncover all the horrible shit.
Yeah, we've not Neil Gaiman'd him yet, but give us
That's
time.
how these things go.
Yep, that is how it happens. I want to thank everyone for listening, but mostly I also want to thank you and Mike both, David, for dealing with this episode, because goddamn. Just goddamn.
I didn't have a headache almost, like, an hour and 40 minutes ago?
Yeah, no, that's...
I didn't.
Dude, this is me every day. It's like, I'm doing good. I have a headache that makes me wish I was dead.
I'm going to read this funny book about, like, some conspiracy about, like, people from Atlantis, and, oh, hey, look, anti-Semitism.
Yeah, no, 9 times I'm going to read this funny thing, Jews.
Oh,
that's every goddamn time. So... Again, thank you everyone for listening. Next week we're gonna do a Weekend Weird, and I think the rotation is gonna be episode Weekend Weird, Distraction Hole, and then episode. So that way we got a rotation. We got the Distraction Hole back going. It gives us all a break from doing research. I like this. I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. So before we get into our ending errata, Mike, have you got anything you'd like to plug?
No, but I would like to give you my takeaway from what we just talked about.
Okay, I asked you for that earlier, but you didn't give it. Tell me now.
I didn't get asked. I had something I was going to say, and I never got asked.
Well, that's why I said, what do you guys think? And I said it, and you went Macho Man on me.
Well, okay.
Anyway, what you got?
Well, so what I'm getting from this is that under the sea, under the sea.
Oh, God.
Life's much better. Down where it's wetter.
Are we talking
So
about his
take
life?
it from me.
You sound like you're gonna come, man.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even... After doing the Wallace Shawn stuff, I can't even pretend to do Macho Man.
Oh, man. What would the conversation between Wallace Shawn and Macho Man Randy Savage be like?
I don't know.
Curious.
I'd fucking shoot myself before I finish the conversation. Oh, my God.
It's started to turn like into a make some noise skit.
Oh, God. So, you got nothing to plug, though, Mike?
No, I do.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. David, you got anything you want to draw attention to?
Yeah, I'd like to plug the hole in Edward Casey's skull.
That is the best answer, I think.
Yeah, no, honestly, just, for those of you listening to the show, thank you for your support. Like, let us know what your favorite episodes are in the Discord. You can always join our Discord.
Discord.
Supernat Pod, right? Supernatpod.rocks. You'll see the Discord link in the header. Come in and say hi to us. We've had some new folks show up.
Yep. A lot of really cool people in there.
Yeah, and we're excited, I think, to see what we can do to kind of expand the reach of the show a little bit. And, yeah.
Come to your new home.
Yes,
and
you're welcome here.
As usual, check out Spooky Dice Bag. Me and David are on as a couple of characters that are going to be problems.
We are a couple characters.
We are a couple of characters that are just going to end this whole goddamn world they're in.
Pocket teeth.
God damn it. Pocket teeth. Fuck. All right, so, like David said, you can find out more about the show at supernatpod.rocks. That is supernatpod.rocks. You will find a link to our Discord, our Patreon, every episode of this series, and the Distraction Hole, and many more things, including our merch store. So, we will see you next week, and until then, stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye. And never bet a Sicilian when death is on the line.
I mean, one of the classic blunders.
The cream rises to the top.
Yes, it does. The cream always rises to the top. Hearing Wallace Shawn say anything about creaming is awful.